Hey guys, it's Harleywood. A couple months ago, I did another one of my trigger comparison videos. I've done 2 of them, totaling 9 triggers in all. I'll post a link in the description below to those. The surprise performer in that last review was the 434 from Armament. This thing had a very crisp break. I mean, surprisingly so. For the price point that this thing is in, it stood up against triggers that are twice as expensive. It had a very short reset. It was just fantastic. So for the money, this one's pretty hard to beat. They recently came out with this special edition DTOM Don't Tread on Me version. This is the 140. There's also what they call their folded flags version. I'll put a picture of it right here on the screen. Both of those sell out extremely quickly and they're very hard to find. I had been looking all over for this thing and it was sold out everywhere. Armament announced it. I think I was about a day late seeing the announcement and I couldn't find it anywhere. That last video I did comparing those 5 triggers, I got all of those triggers from MSR Arms. So I reached out to him and I said, dude, can you get me this trigger? So 2 days later, he told me he found it for me. If you're having a hard time trying to find things, reach out to these guys at MSR Arms. And I think he still has a few of them left, at least at the time of filming this video. He went ahead and bought all the ones that he could get. Link in the description below. If you're seeing this and you click that link and they're out of stock, sorry, maybe they'll do another run soon. All right, in my Guard 45 is this POF trigger. It's actually a really decent trigger. I have no qualms with it. For the price, it's again, another really good trigger. But I'm gonna take this one out and put it in my M&P 1522. I have a Black Rain trigger in there, which I reviewed in that last comparison video. It's probably my least favorite of the bunch. It's not a bad trigger, but it's just not as good as some of these others. So I'm gonna take this POF out, I'm gonna put it in there. This DTOM trigger is going in here. Before we do that though, let's get this thing in the trigger jig and see how it fares. Okay, first things first, it's advertised at 3.5 pounds. Let's see how it does. £3, 9.6 ounces. £3, 6.5 ounces. 3 pounds, 5.8 ounces. So I'll put the average on the screen right here. Off the top of my head, looks like just shy of 3.5 pounds. In that last trigger comparison video, I had this little grid in the background here and people seem to really dig that, so let's stick with it. Each of those hash marks that you see under there is 2 millimeters, so you have 0, 2, 4, 6, 8. We're gonna test out the take up, the break itself, and I'll just kind of give you a subjective opinion of the break, the over travel, and the reset. No take up. There's no creep. I am at the wall. Clean break, right at 2 millimeters. There's a little bit of over travel there, just a little bit. See the reset on this? Right there, it's about a 2 millimeter reset. And about a millimeter on that second break if you were holding right at the reset. If you did a full release of the trigger, again, 2 millimeter break, tiny bit of over travel. Not bad. Let's go make sure she works. So that's it. And because the good freedom-loving folks over at Google and YouTube won't let me put a link in the description to MSR Arms, you're going to have to Google MSR Arms. Hopefully you can spell MSR Arms and find it that way. I will, in the description though, put a coupon code for MSR Arms. So if you are able to get lucky enough to find MSR Arms, you can use that coupon code. That is the Armament 140. Great trigger. It's probably not quite as crisp as that 434, but it is damn close. And that 434 was the surprise of that previous set of reviews that I did, especially for the price. That's it, guys. If you like this video, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button below. We've got lots more videos to come, and we'll see you in the next one.